Good morning. How we all doing? I don't know what to make about this daily chart. It's just absolutely insane. We came up right into that little daily volume imbalance between the two candles. Let's see what this looks like on the continuous contract. Do we make new highs? 62.75. No? Right? 49.50 and 62. So not quite. Tyler. I think I'm doing fine. I think. I don't have anything to complain about. I'm sure I could think of something though. You doing all right? Man. Since January 2023, just been ripping up. I guess we just go in expecting to keep going higher. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. It's crazy. I know, like you said, like you weren't directly affected by it, but when something like that happens, like that close, like it's kind of crazy. When I lived in Florida, I lived like just a couple hours away from the Pulse nightclub, and the shooting in Orlando. I would have never been there. I don't go out to clubs, but the fact that it was just like that close, and like I used to go to Orlando. I just felt weird all weekend. But yeah, what your position? That's even worse with just having children and stuff too. That's I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Tough, man. Well, yesterday I thought that Apex accounts you had to log 10 trading days. Um yeah, that's that's absolutely insane, Tyler. I didn't see I'm assuming that made like news and stuff. I don't I don't follow any type of news whatsoever. The only place I get any information from is Reddit, and I have all news and politics filtered out of it, so I don't see anything. So I thought that Apex you had to log 10 trading days, and I hit the profit goal on the 25K account last week. But you only had to hit 7. You only have to hit 7 trading days. So I had an email yesterday saying that it was officially passed. So we have our AMP account, which I think I'm trying to limit myself to just 1 or 2 micros right now, not really risking any more than $100 per trade. I need to just do that for a little while. After the week we had last week, I would just prefer to scale down, at least for this week, maybe even next week, since it's Thanksgiving week next week. Ben, what's up? So this account, our main, this is my main focus every day. This is priority number 1. This tab of Tradivate, I don't expect you guys to keep tabs on all this, but this is the PA account from Apex. It's just a 25K. I used minis to pass it, but I will not be trading minis on it. We have $1,500 of drawdown. That's only 75 points with 1 mini, so I'm not risking that. We will be doing 2 micros max and slowly building this. There is absolutely no rush. I paid the lifetime fee for it. My goal with this account is to never pay Apex again unless I want to add accounts to copy from this one. My goal is to not go balls to the wall and blow it and then have to do it all over again. I'm going to do my best to keep this account for a while. I'm so sick of paying the fee and then thinking I can trade larger size when I know I can't, when I tell you guys you can't, and then I do it, and then I blow them. So, PA from Apex, this is priority number 2. Both of these are in the same browser, just on different tabs. You can't see that because it's up here, but those are the 2 I'll be taking the same trades on. And then I have another browser open right here, which has our TopStep accounts. 3 50Ks. They were $11. So I bought 3 because the most fundeds that you can have with Apex or TopStep is 3. So I just figured I'll just buy 3. It's $33, not a big deal. Yesterday we were down on the 1 account. We only traded the 1 in the afternoon. I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't satisfied with the trades in the morning. Opened up my phone. I was just laying in bed. I kind of had a headache and I was going to take a nap. And I said, F it. I'm going to open my phone, log in, and I just started trading. And the account that we were down 500 on, I got it back to break even, just doing little like micro scalps, stuff I should not be doing, even though sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't prefer to trade that way, but I have and I can. And I probably will in the future. I just need to make sure I'm careful when I do that. Okay, so we went from minus 500 to break even. I said, damn, now I'm break even. This is nice. Let me leave this account alone and jump on one of the other ones I have. So I went on to the second one. Well, that one didn't work out, and I ended up hitting a daily loss limit because I wasn't even taking like setups. I just saw a move and then jumped in, and that doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. I need to wait for a specific setup where I can have some probability in my favor to determine where the market's going. So I hit the daily loss limit on that. And then, okay, now I'm pissed. I just did good on the other one. And then this account, it goes backwards. So I went back to the first one and then was up like 280. And then I called it there. And I said, okay, I'm done. Shouldn't have done this to begin with. I just keep rewarding bad habits. So, yes, But the thing is, Tyler, I did at least like make a good decision in leaving that account alone. Like I got it to break even. Okay, I shouldn't risk this one anymore. Let me go to a fresh account that I don't know. Went to a fresh one, and then I didn't even take it. I didn't even take a setup. I just saw a move happening, or move the market's moving, and I'm like, let me just jump in. Feeling pretty confident right now. Market doesn't like when you're confident. And then I said, God damn it. Now we can't trade that account anymore. So let me go back to the first one, which I shouldn't have done. But then I waited for fair value gaps, like on the 30-second chart, and just kind of what I was explaining it yesterday. I'm not sure if you were here, Tyler, or not, but I was thinking like there's little fair value gaps everywhere, and we get reactions off of them. We're not always going to get the right reactions, but we get some reaction. And if you can get some reaction, you can maybe squeeze some points out. And that's all I was trying to do, was just squeeze a couple points here and there, just real small scalps. And highly focused on my P&L, which I shouldn't be doing. But these TopStep accounts, like I'm either going to pass them this month or we're going to get rid of them. I'm not paying $50 for each one next month. I only got them because they were cheap. If we pass them, great. I will do what we're doing with Apex and go down to micros. But I have no problem trading a little more aggressive on those. So we'll trade this account that's up 600, one mini max, priority number 3. Not too worried about it. Gonna really be focused on AMP and the performance through Apex right now. So hopefully you guys wrote all that down and kept track of what accounts we have at the moment. Pretty crazy that we made it all the way up into that volume imbalance on the daily. This is the daily chart zoomed in. We had this drawn out yesterday, came right up into it. I think I'm just gonna, I'll take a short setup, but I think I'll lean more towards longs. Like this doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon. One day it will. And yeah, we displaced above this swing high, went up into this volume imbalance. So I guess now we target that swing high. We will be waiting until 10 again. 10 again. That's correct, right? Imbalance, not imbalance. Oh, Tyler, I didn't see your chat. I'm not sure what I was saying when you said proud of that decision. All right. It's about to be 9:30. The news this morning at 8:30 ripped up, then went down. Yesterday, the news at 8:30 went down, then went up and carried up. So for basing it off of that, we would expect to keep going down today. However, I guess there's no signs of us going backwards yet. Alito, we barely made it. We're going to trade proper size today, right? We're not going to start off going in the red and then we feel like we have to grind back. We just start off trading responsibly, the size that you should be. Got ES down here, just seeing if we notice any SMT crap, and then if that means anything. On the 1 minute, it looks like we do, right? Lower low, higher low. We just need that followed by displacement, fair value gap, shift in market structure. I would prefer to wait until there's displacement and then look to see are there signs that this keeps going in this direction. Because for me personally, and some of you guys may realize you're doing this too, I don't know, but I realize that if I wait for the setup and wait for certain things to happen in the order that they appear, I'll see. So maybe if I'm looking for SMT, okay, I see it. Okay, there's a fair value gap, and I get eager to jump in because it's all setting up. But then something may happen that invalidates the trade or the setup, and then I just completely ignore it because now I've talked myself into a setup is forming for the last 10, 15 minutes, however long it took for the candles to print. So now I'm already in my head getting ready to take this trade, and I get in prematurely. I get in when the setup doesn't actually form, talk myself into taking something I shouldn't. So it's best for me to wait for, if there's 4 or 5 things that need to form, wait for like the 4th one to happen. When that one happens, which in my case, wait for displacement. When there's displacement, then I can go back the checklist in reverse order. Was there a shift in market structure? Does it look like we're reaching for liquidity in the direction it's going? Did we just take out liquidity? And now I can add possibly, was there SMT preceding the displacement? And then if the answer is yes to all those, then once there's an entry, I can get in. Man, we've been having some crappy openings. I'm not going to limit myself to only looking for longs. I haven't been doing that for months, and I need to just wait for a setup to form. And if it makes sense, if there's context around it, I'll take it. um, I I leave things on my chart, so I only keep a few things marked out. Um, this specific one wasn't a fair value gap, but let's say I did have like this fair value. Let me hide these real quick. Let's say I had this fair value gap marked out. Once a body is traded through it, I don't pay attention to it anymore. But that's just me personally. If we tapped it once and just just one wick came down into it, possibly leave it. But if I didn't get in, I'm not looking for that move anymore. So honestly, I'd probably just take it off and just wait for something else anyways. But I know ICT, I don't know if it's a particular setup or not, but I've seen him have a fair value gap drawn out and then he keeps it on there for a while. So may draw out that fair value gap like this. And if it makes sense for him, he may still use it later on, even after we've traded up and through it. I'm really just looking for recent things to form. And if I don't get in on that one, then, and for me, I just throw the whole thing away and wait for something else. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Yeah, I think it just depends on how it if it just whatever works for your strategy, whatever you notice works. I have this. I'm keeping this daily volume imbalance on here because one, we don't have a daily body going up and through it. We just have this wick. It's hard to see with that line, but so far we've just had a wick up and through there. I'm just gonna keep it on there today, and depending on where we're at tomorrow, to just kind of see if we notice anything, how the market behaves there. So far, we went up and then kind of displaced down. Now we're respecting the bottom of it. Not sure what we'd be reaching for if we started going lower. We just have like a ton of swings. There's not really just one that would make sense for us to go to. Got this new day opening gap. I guess we should have put that on there. Could make it back to there. I know I said no entries until 10, but if we get a setup here, I kind of like that. Maybe we'll just take it on the TopStep account. If we get a setup. So it kind of is on like the 30. Risking like 34 points. At all this displacement, breaking that. I'm going to try it on this account. I'm not going to do it on my AMP because I need to wait for till 10 o'clock on that account. And just target around this area. Yeah, 912 would also fall right near that new day opening gap. So that's kind of a double target. So maybe we should go double minis on this. Really just aiming for like $300 to $500 on this account a day. I want to take it like that's for me. That's kind of like a little less. I don't know. I feel like that's easily manageable. Aiming for that much, and that will add up quickly. Triple 3 contracts. Bet. Freaking hit the DLL so quick on that. We have 50 points with 1 mini to work with a day. We'd only have like 16, right? Oh, I know. Yesterday when I was messing around on this one, it was like I mean, I was adding minis to it because I just was in that state of mind that I kind of didn't care. And all of a sudden I'm just locked out and I'm like, what? I didn't even get to do anything. This is what sucks about trading and seeing this is like if someone came up to me, and I've said this before because ICT talks about it, someone came up to me and handed me $170. Am I going to take it or am I going to say, no, I don't want this. I'm going to try to make more later? Yeah, it was for science. $300. I'm not familiar with the mozzarella stick argument. And it's like, damn, I had $300. Could have just taken that $300. Just let this play out. We had that displacement past that swing. I thought that, okay, as soon as you said string cheeses, I thought that that's what you were going to say. Yeah, it's that one hits home for me. That's for sure. As Zendy, I switched over to a TopStep account. I left my main account alone, and this I will be waiting until 10. But I wanted to take. I kind of like this. I just wanted to take it on. Take it on a TopStep account. Um, the 200 a day. So I mean, I have 3 different accounts. I'm kind of taking a little bit different approaches on different accounts. This on these TopStep accounts, I want to aim for like 3 to 500, which we had 300 and I didn't take it. Yeah, Tyler, that one hits home as well. The mozzarella stick one really gets me. And then it kind of grosses me out when I do eat mozzarella sticks. I'm like, why am I eating so many of these? I wouldn't eat them if they weren't fried, which just makes them worse. Well, we tried. We should have taken the 300. I don't like that happening right here. After taking out lows and we had a little bullish 30-second fair value gap. I don't like that. So got $15.80 out of that. And then starts messing with me because like I said, somebody was handing me $300 and I didn't take it. You guys just got those all day. Watch, and now this will probably end up playing out, and then it triggers like wanting to chase it, and not sure why I was worried about getting out of that. I'm not worried about taking losing trades on those top step accounts. Surprised Alito didn't jump in. He must not be watching right now and say, can't trail when it's 15 points away. I'm not. Nasdaq moves too much to trail that close. And as soon as I start to trail, I'm already worried about. If I trail, that means I'm worried about losing the amount of money I'm up. So 99% of the time, when as soon as I trail a stop, I end up clicking exit 2 seconds later, anyways. Well, I got break even. Kind of, man, look at this. Why didn't you guys tell me to stay in it? We're all gonna target you now, Alito. Today we targeted Tyler the other day. Now we're gonna target you. I don't know, Delta. It's looking like it. I'm curious to see how we react at this end dog right here. That's it's a bit frustrating. A wee bit frustrating. Well, we did it once. We could do it again. Hey, Wayne. We're up a whole $15 right now. We'd be up a lot more. I'm not even going to look at how many points and figure out how much money that was. I know it was hitting my goal, though. So far, Wayne, but I got a little spooked on that and got out. And then it went to ran to my target. Delta, that was a trade on my screen, but I'm not trading my personal account until 10. But that was just TopStep. Got another fair value gap right there. We'll see if that holds and keeps pushing us down. Oh, that was just the order or the trade that's closed. Right to what I right to where my take profit was. Just had to wait two more minutes and it started to drop. She got to me. Patience, Eskimo. I know it's hard to not focus on money and the points. That trade I was just in, I was solely focused on the money. I'm really trying to focus on the candles and ignoring everything else. I see a pattern form. I want to see the market come back into a gap, and then I want to see it go to here, ignoring how many points it was. I just want to see that happen. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Zendy. I mean, we just did it once. I can do it again. The problem is most likely the next time I do take a trade on that, I'm going to be confident, leave it, and then it'll get stopped, and I'm going to be pissed. But it's all good. I go ahead and take this off. We got 3 minutes. We waited. Oh, for sure, Zendy. I completely agree with you. Market must still think I'm in a trade. That's why we're sitting here doing absolutely nothing. Longing. What are you longing off of? You got some special indicator? I hope we rip up for you. If we go back up to this daily volume imbalance, that'd be 50 points for you. I'd really prefer it to trade back down in here. Tyler, I honestly don't know what the hell the turtle soup one is. I think I watched like half of that video. Can't make it through here. I'd say we're going back down to here. Mm. You got to be pretty confident that that's the liquidity that's required to be taken before we turn around, I guess. I just don't know which. I mean, we have a ton of swing lows on this move up. I'm glad you mentioned the 5-minute. I keep forgetting to draw that out or look at it. Yeah, 5-minute gap on top of a 1-minute that we were already looking at off of that. I'm trying again with this trade on this account. Oh, this market definitely, they already know it's rigged, Eskimo. McLevin, what's going on? You missed this beautiful short back here that it was before 10, so I only took it on my TopStep account, but I had $300 in my hands. It came back to break even, got out, and then it dropped. They're going to tell you, yeah, we know. We're making a buttload of money off of you jokers. So we're going to leave it like that. I think a stop up here would be okay. They bring you clown makeup and apply it. Yeah, I like that gap. And then obviously we have them on 30-second, like 1 minute also. What was that? The only thing I don't like about when there's a gap like this, like the high is, I don't want to put my stop way up there. Could put it at that candle. That's kind of far. I mean, I missed my opportunity on this account. I could have and should have been done already with this account with that freaking short. I blew that. So now we're in a way worse trade. Yeah, I think you might get fired if you had a juggalo tattoo. Really just want to squeeze a little bit out of this and then just be done with this account. We've made 2 mistakes on it so far, so we can get those lows, I would be comfortable. Or not comfortable, I would be satisfied, but I don't know what the hell what we're doing here. They might not say anything. They may just call the police on you. Appreciate that, Zendy. Yeah, I'm not trying to sell anything. I do have the affiliate links, but I mean, you guys don't have to use those. And I try to remind people, don't get prop firms unless you want to, or you need a cheaper way to enter. But just be careful with them because they're shady. They're shady in the sense that they're fake. They don't want you to succeed, so just be careful. If this gets hit, looks like we'll be down about like 500 on it, which is fine. Our we were down 500 yesterday, and I grinded back later on. I don't know if I should do that again or not, but basically I would be back to where I was yesterday after I made bad decisions and trying to like scalp it, which I really try to not do. Uh-oh. Oh, for sure. I know what you mean. I'm not trying to look like a commercial here or some prop firm shill. I'm just trying to trade, man. That's all I want. I just want to be a successful trader. And making videos helps me stay more accountable. And then I've found out streaming has helped me just as much. As long as I can ignore other people's analysis and make sure that what I'm doing is my analysis, it's streaming has been for the better. It's helped me stay calmer and helped me stick to my rules better. I know we're kind of breaking rules by doing these trades on this account, but um, I've I'm gonna be a little riskier on these because they were cheap. So well, Zendy, hopefully we build some good habits and one day I will feel comfortable enough to leave the nest and make my departure, and you guys won't have to worry about me making any mistakes. So we'll see. Uh-oh, Eskimo, I forgot you're in a long. Sorry, I really want the market to go down. Let me get like 10 points out of this and then we can rip up. If you let me have those 10 points, I'll try and bless you with 100. Not holding on to this for 800. I just want a few $100 out of it and then be done on this account. Yeah, I'm not really liking it either, McLovin, but we're in a little too deep now. You look at this is such garbage. What, like, this market is ridiculous lately. That would be interesting, Zendy. Like, have a chart up that just showed people's entries and stuff. $41, $42-ish. Okay. That's where I think that's where I want my stop on that. It's a good sign. Getting like some little gaps in the bodies. Kind of wondering if I should take this on here now. Okay, so this is going to be a little confusing. I think we're in on everything. Really targeting this new day opening gap down there. But we'll just keep watching it here. Where is that? Between 90 and 80-ish. I guess at the lows. Where's VWAP at? Is VWAP down here? Fine. Everything's going to be fine. We might not be fine on this account, but that's all right. We'll still be up $100 on it. $9.45. You didn't tell me that. if we get stopped out and we get a long setup, we can take that. But for now, we got to get through this gap. And what if it holds? I mean, on our AMP account, it's $89. Oh man, why has the market been acting like this? Monday was like brutal. I know it was like that for the news at 8:30 yesterday, and then we had some moves this morning at 8:30, but then like market open, it's just like doing nothing. All right, Alito, you gotta stick with one or the other. Are we going up or are we going down? I wasn't planning on getting in this trade on these other accounts, but I just saw that we kept respecting that, so I just figured why not. I'm pretty sure we got tagged out on the TopStep account because that one was at 41 or 42 ish. Yeah, this guy's down like 500, so we're gonna have to be careful with that. Ah, damn, our I didn't have that one the same way. Why am I watching the 3 minute? This is so annoying. I don't know. I don't trust when the market's doing this. Like this makes me not want to trade anything. But what I don't, why do we keep having days like this? The 5 minute, look at how wicky the 5 minute is. VWAP. That's not what we were doing. It's not what we were doing, Alito. Well, we will wait a little bit and see if we get something else. Right now, there's honestly those. Probably shouldn't have even taken that trade. It didn't. This didn't meet any of my requirements. The only reason why I got in that is because I allowed myself to trade on the TopStep account, which we got out of break even, which then it dropped, and then I was kind of frustrated that I didn't get the points that I felt owed because the market did move to where I wanted it to. It didn't move there with any actual setup that I look for. So then I got back in chasing it, but then it looked like it was kind of working. So then I said, well, maybe I should add all my other accounts to this. That's why I say, and that's why I try to say that I need to be trading the same way on every account, because I would have avoided red trades on all my accounts if I just didn't allow myself to take trades I shouldn't be taking. Like I allow myself to take like a scalp on a combine or an evaluation, but as you see, it just creates a chain of events that carries back into my real account. This doesn't meet any requirement. It's just a fair value gap. Like I'm not supposed to be taking just a fair value gap. It needs to come off of liquidity. It needs to be breaking market structure. It needs to be doing all these things that it didn't do because I was chasing that move. Eskimo should be getting he needs to get 100 points. Or no, you're aiming for 50 points. You're going to get it. We're going back up to this daily volume imbalance. I mean, we have to. On the 1 minute, that's the swing up there. You got liquidity resting above this. You got in around 20. Eskimo bought around 920, I believe. This is super frustrating with what the market's been doing lately. Alito, what the hell? I'm glad you guys point out the 5 minutes. I keep forgetting to point the 5 minute out. Damn, Ben. So you guys are in around there. And you guys are aiming for 45, right? You need around 65, 70. You guys are going to get that. We have this gap up here I think we at least go to that. That would be the midpoint of the daily volume imbalance. That'd be a good spot to target. And then maybe we turn around. What's up, LG? Alaska, England. Oh, damn. You think we're going up all the way back to that wick? I'd be a little worried about this guy right here. Man, I would have avoided all of this pain if I would have just held on to that first stupid trade on TopStep. I'm fairly confident I wouldn't have taken this short if I caught that move. I recognize that none of this wasn't really nothing there for me. I mean, if this keeps going down, we got a little SMT action going on. Really sorry, Ben. I thought we were going back up there. I don't want to short this again, but this is not breaking any. It's not breaking market structure. Came back up. Little teeny tiny fair value gap right there. Buy side liquidity could be. There could be a case made for buy side liquidity above these. That's because it's relatively flat right there. Oh, Jesus Christ. This ain't looking good, boys. Oh, we're hitting a little. We're hitting this. There's still some hope. There's still some hope. There's like a volume imbalance right there on the 1 minute gap. Around OTE. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. No. It's a nice reaction. I feel like I need to be in this with you guys because I feel bad. Put my stop at those swings, but came back, reprice this, and then we can now we'll rip up for you guys. And I put some real cash on the line right there, $42. I'm gonna hold with you guys. Watch this just rip up now. I got you, Ben. We're doing this. Oh, look at this. Okay, look what I see. We came right back to that gap as well. Look at that. Yeah, stay strong, boys. We're going up to that volume imbalance. At least the midpoint of it, which is where the text is. So 990-ish. Look at this. Oh, how the hell? Oh, you won't move to break even till the 990s? Is that what you're saying? At first, I read that as that was your entry. This move down did not break any market structure. It was just a reprice this move up, and now we can take off. Came right back to that gap, two gaps. So I may even add on to this. I'd just be targeting up in here. But we just target like way up here. Can risk 10 points at least on this. A little more than 10. All right. Market's going to end up wiping us all out. We got buy side up here, equal highs, volume imbalance, a gap on 5 minutes up here. Alito, we're in it for the whole move. And pretty sure my stop is probably earlier than everyone else's. You guys are the true heroes because you guys were in this a long time ago and then rode this up, rode it back down. It's a scary move to ride down too. The only thing I'm worried about is your guys' little precious SMT. And then we had displacement down with SMTs. So, I mean, is that going to hold? What I like, though, is that this move down wasn't breaking any. There was no shift in market structure, and we came right back to that gap that's marked out. VWAP, VWAP's holding us up right now. Let me turn it on real quick. No, I didn't avoid trading news days. I know I mentioned avoiding like FOMC mornings, but that was it, just because of how slow it usually is. Look at this. This indicator is not published yet, but when it's out there, I'll give you guys first dibs on downloading it. But it looks like VWAP's working. At least my Rat Lord's VWAP. This quick price rebalance right to that gap gives me. That's why I added. That gives me a lot of faith that we're gonna that long is going. Michael, I just avoid trading during those events and need to just be careful around those events. We get like some really slow consolidation crap going on. So like FOMC mornings, we usually are super slow. Monday we were super slow because of the high impact news at 8:30 in the morning. Got you, Tyler. So just look for SMT at the highs and the lows. Makes sense. Eskimo, I used to use that, but I stopped using I don't use indicators anymore unless it's indicators that I put out like this one. This one is pretty powerful. I try not to show it. Um, we're on. Yeah, I forgot we were on here on this one. 30-second chart is looking pretty damn good, guys. Came back to that gap. Quick liquidity grab indicated by those two candles like that. Made a high, short-term high, came down, displaced up past it. Freaking add one on here. If I can just get out at those highs on the TopStep account, I'd be happy with this account. Yeah, I got to be careful, Eskimo, not to let other. I can't just show that indicator to anybody. I took my stop off, Alito. Because now I'm at the point with two minis and I only have 500 of drawdown left. Like I'll probably just hit DLL on this account if it goes in the wrong direction. If I can get to these highs, I'll take this account off. We're borderline in the green on it after being 500 down, and I'm not aiming for home runs with this account. On this displacement came back 50% right at the order block. That's beautiful. Delta, come on, bro. I'm on your side, trying to help you. No, I'm down 500 on this account. So the daily loss limit is 1,000, and I already from this trade I'm down 500. So I'm saying if this goes in the opposite direction, 12 points, right? Another little gap. We're going up here. We need to at least get to 70 so that Eskimo can get his 50 points. You look at your portal, Polito. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. If I lose 500 on this, I'm saying if I lose 500 on this trade, that's my daily loss limit. Right? Or am I thinking wrong? Come on. If this says between 2 and 300, I'm exiting this one. We really shouldn't come back to my entry. There's no need for it. I didn't recoup yet. I'm still in this open trade, right? I'm thinking I should just exit and just be at break even right now. Right? Alito, is that what you would do? No, it's about to rip. It's about to rip. I just want that high at least. I'm freaking out, man. I feel like this is what you guys want to watch. Come on. That's close enough. 283. I'm just going to take it. All right, I'm going to close this browser. TopStep accounts. We're up 283 on this one. So I'm just, like I said, I'm going to focus on passing one and then I can carry the other ones. Colby, me and Alito have a very special relationship. Alito, I was down 500 before I got into that trade. And my daily loss limit is 1,000. So the current trade I was in, if that went to minus 500, then I'm down 1,000 on the day. And it would have exited me and locked me out. I don't think I'm looking at that wrong. How long are we holding on to this for? Eskimo, you're about to get your 70 points. This VWAP is really paving the way. Yeah, Alito is just me. I'm that's why I keep looking down over here. I'm typing to myself. Did you, Eskimo, you take your 70 points? Or are you holding for more? I'm going to exit this guy. That's green on the first day of our performance account, $120 with micros. I'm just going to take that and close it. And now we're left with our personal, which if I mean, we really should just keep going now, right? That's what the VWAP indicator is showing. We're up into this gap. Oh, I'm gonna just take this, guys. Like, yeah, that puts us. Oh my god! Like after my week last week, I have been a little just struggling mentally. This really helps being up. I mean, with micros, small risks. Great job, guys. We did it. We worked as a team. Do we need to just trade like this every day? And then the SEC will come shut us down. Ben, you guys got out? Yeah, you guys got your 50. You guys got your 45 points because Eskimo got 50. Okay. All of you guys that were long back here before I got in, how scared were you on this move? And be honest, because that thing looked gnarly. What a trade. I was about to stop too before around 10:30ish. I was having some thoughts that I should just skip today because I didn't like all this price action. We already had some mistakes. Oh, they're going to care methodical, especially if, and let me take this off. If they find out about that indicator that doesn't fail, they're not going to like that. Oh, Eskimo, you're insane. Tyler, you're just as insane. You're still holding on to this, right, Tyler? Because you said you're not moving to break even until you get to 990, which, in my opinion, now that we took out some liquidity, who knows? We could keep going or we could turn around. That's the swing highs for me are the highest probability. I'm really glad, though, we read this right. I don't know if I helped you guys, but anyone who was long, I was trying to look for signs of bullishness still. And the fact that we came, like, we made a beeline straight for that gap. I mean, that's too perfect. Again, this is why I'm on ICT side with the whole algo thing running these markets, because you're going to tell me buyers and sellers just happen to line up perfectly and tap that inversion fair value gap? No, I'm not buying it. Damn, Eskimo. That's Eskimo. That's my plan too. Once I pass the TopStep account, I'm going to switch to. Oh, how am I going to do that? Because I want to switch to micros on the funded, and I wanted to copy trade the other ones to get them to funded, but I can't do that with micros and minis. So maybe we'll just have to keep doing this. I'll have like 40 tabs open. I'm just going to have to go to every tab and take a trade, which kind of sucks, but yeah, that's Delta. That's what I buy into. I so I think it's there's people who decide where they want the price to go and be at certain times, and then there's an algorithm that runs, like a master algorithm that runs, that hunts people's retailers stops and then makes all that move in tandem together. It makes sense to me. That's we probably sell off right here, right? Oh, it's a one. That's a 30-second. So if I was watching a 30-second, maybe I shouldn't get rid of my like premium trading view, but made some new highs above liquidity, made a short term low, displaced past it. Oh no. McLovin, you have a good one. Appreciate you. I'm just not confident enough to try to trade all these different moves throughout the day. I don't know, Delta. It's doing some pretty precise things. Here, there's some people out there who follow ICT and buy into that, and then they get in like arguments with other people, like, no, it's buying and seller, no, it's the algo. Well, like, I don't really care what people think. I just tell you guys. I mean, you guys are sitting here watching me, so I'm just gonna tell you what I think in my mind. But I don't freaking care. I'm just trying to trade the candles and use what works for me. So don't ever please don't ever think I'm like one of those people that, is like that. Man, I kind of want to short that. Let's go on to that other TopStep account I have. Um not we need to go to 6311. I don't this one is the one I hit the daily loss limit on yesterday, so man, once I do that, I'm like, I don't really freaking care what happens with this account now. So probably a bad outlook, but it's $11, so I'm just gonna go for it. I'm kind of trying to take care of something as well. If this doesn't work, this is why I stopped trading the 30-second chart, because there were a lot of setups that appeared, but they just weren't working as often as like a 1 or a 2 minute. I mean, we're only risking 18 points. This is going to sit around, consolidate for the next 45 minutes because I decided to get in. We break. I should have entered. I should have added another one up here. I mean, if we're going to go for it, we're going to go for it. I'm going to double down. Where'd you short Eskimo? I can get 25 points out of this, that would be ideal. So, what, 35? Could see us going back to that gap. That'd put us back at a break even on the account. Come on. Yeah, the P&L does. You can almost like just watch that if you need to and then exit. And TradingView along with AMP, I noticed like it is not moving with the market at all. Okay. Ideally, we can get to 35. We could hit that swing though. I mean, it'd be even better. Oh, you saw where VWAP is, Alito. We just broke through it, so now we're going down. Probably should just take that. I mean, it's $500. It bothers me that we're still down 500 on that account, but because I made a mistake yesterday, and they're God damn it. Exit, and now we can drop Eskimo. I hope you're in this. Tyler, how many patterns you looking for, bro? Damn, why didn't I hold the 35? I didn't have my take profit there. I clicked exit. As soon as I get out, the market can move. I swear to God, the market waits for me to get in and then it consolidates. Plus, it was moving. It moved pretty quick when I went to go click exit. But it's all good. I'm not going to complain about being up 451. It just sucks that yesterday I took my emotions out on that account. But so this week we're up 870 on the first TopStep account, which this one I just traded, I'm not worried about right now at all. Like I don't care like if my emotions get to me, I'll go take it out on that account and blow it. I'm focused on this one to try to pass it. Obviously, my main focus is my AMP account because we just made 233 real dollars that I can withdraw today if I want. Which actually I might withdraw 150 to pay because I paid for that Apex account. Oh yeah, and we were up on how much were we up on the Apex? That was day one of a PA, which I thought I still had to trade all week long to pass it, so I wasn't expecting to trade a performance account today. So up 120 on that. So this is real money technically, and the Apex account is real money. So 340 between the two accounts with micros, and people say you can't make money on micros. Alito, we all need help. We're all crazy because we all keep coming back here. Well, it's 11:10. Emotions are getting a little high. We're gonna call it there. That was pretty exciting, this trade back here. I'm super proud of everyone who who was long and then held that move. That sucks dealing with that. So everybody did good. Tyler, I think you're still in this, so I will see what I can do to try to get them to allow it to keep moving up to the midpoint of the wick. And look forward to seeing the trade in Discord. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day. If you keep trading, follow your rules. Don't let the market get the best of you. And we'll be back tomorrow morning. Have a good one.